Namaskar. Welcome to Awakening with Brahmakumaris. Welcome, sister.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much.
I would like to discuss this point which I've read, which I'm not able to understand very well. What could life be like? What would life be like if we had no expectations of anything, anywhere, anyone, anytime? Now, expectations here, children, managers, parents. What is expectation, sister?
How would life be like if I had no expectations from anyone, anybody, and anything around me? Question mark. And then it says, is it possible? Is it practical? And what would most of us answer?
We'll say that it is not practical and also not possible.
Because it's natural to have expectations.
Naturally, why do people do anything? Why do people get married? Why do people have children? Why do people go to work? Why do people have a car? Why do people have a staff? Why do people have a cook? They all expect something, no? Why do people pay salary?
Because they're expecting.
Expecting.
And then what happens after that when the expectations are not met?
Then they get angry.
And so the whole journey is about
Expecting and getting angry, expecting, getting angry, and replacing, changing, divorces, change the cook, change the driver, change the wife, change the husband. All the time you're trying to meet your expectations.
Getting angry, feeling let down, feeling hurt, still expecting, still getting angry. So if I don't want to get angry, I will have to stop expecting.
If you stop expecting, then why do you do anything? Just sit down quietly.
I do it because I want to give and I want to accept, not expect. Expectations. I expect you to fill in the blanks.
Respect me.
Whatever. So much.
Feed me.
Lots. It's a whole long list with everyone. I expect you, ... Fill in. You can write books and books on how many expectations we have.
It's just like happiness unlimited, expectations unlimited.
Absolutely. And because the expectations are not going to be met many a times, which also means then unhappiness and feeling of letdown, unlimited, because it's in proportion to those expectations. What is expectation? Like you said, I expect you to respect me. So I expect that when I meet you, this is how your behavior will be. This is the energy that I will get from you. I expect. I am predicting your future behavior.
Right?
Yes. Is the future in my control?
No.
Is it fair for me to predict other people's future behaviors?
I can't say fair, but
I can suggest it would be nice if you do this. That's one part. But I expect you will do this is a different equation. And then second line of the equation, my happiness is dependent on you fulfilling my expectation. And third line, if you do not meet up to my expectation, I have been let down.
I will be unhappy.
Unhappy. And who's responsible? You. Who did this entire programming?
Me.
Me. Without asking the other person who was involved. I created the entire program inside, and then what I feel, I blame the other person for it. I'm coming to your house in Mumbai. Okay? Now next week I'm coming to your house. Now I expect you will do this. I expect
you from the airport to pick me up.
I expect you from the airport.
Warm welcome, a separate room.
Now these are small things, but there's still a list of expectations. Of course, we have bigger expectations. Even just look at this small list. Sitting here in Delhi, before reaching there, and without telling you, and without asking you, I have started creating my list of expectations. And I start visualizing all these happening. and I am going to be happy when these will happen. I did not ask you at all. So I was predicting your future behavior. And now when I reach there, what comes before me is not the same as I had predicted. And then I say, you let me down.
So basically, expectation is only one-sided from me. I just imagine or want that you should behave like this, and as soon as I reach there, it should happen.
It should happen. And this happens with everyone. I expect my child.
So how can this be practical?
How can this be practical? Exactly. Now, I may expect, but you're going to do what you're comfortable doing, right? And then I blame you because I'm feeling unhappy.
These are different types of expectations, sister.
These are simpler ones.
No, one expectation, as I said, that I pay salary to somebody. I expect him to open my office, clean my table, keep things ready, and all the file ready on my table, that these are the things to do a list, to sign to the banks, everything. I'm paying that. So I'm expecting it. So what is wrong in that?
Base my happiness on this. See, that is the thing, and that is why the minute it's not done the way I expected it to happen,
I'll shout. Yeah.
This is where the
then I say,
equation is
I'm
going
paying
to-
you for that.
yes, I'm paying you for that, but I expect you to do it like this, like this, like this. I can tell the person, you know what, you can do it like this, like this, like this. But yet every individual will have a unique way, the way he's going to do his things.
Yeah.
It's going to be of his capacity. It's going to be his potential. And if I have to make an expectation, even if I have to make, I will have to understand the other person's capacity and potential. But we expect them to do it the way we think is right. And then we say, I'm not happy with the way you're doing it. I expected you to do it like this. This is the way it should be done. Says who? Says me. And then I'm unhappy. We can say it to children so many times, you have let me down because I expected.
You to win in this game, come first in the class. I had expected so many things.
It's good to motivate them to come first in the class. It's good to empower them to come first in the class. But it's too much of a pressure to say, you have to come first in the class because my happiness is dependent on that. There it is. Pressure will create fear because what if I don't come first? Efficiency will come down. I have emails from so many children who are very upset and very, very low. Reason only one. We haven't been able to meet our parents' expectations.
I'm useless. I'm not worthy.
It lowers their self-esteem. And they feel very guilty that their parents are unhappy
Because of me.
because of me. And not that they've done anything wrong. It's just that they haven't been able to reach the parameter which the parent had set for them. Let's take that simple example again of coming to Bombay. I come to Bombay next week. You love hospitality, so you just do everything so beautifully for me. You receive me at the airport, you take me home, the house is wonderful, my room is beautiful, and then every meal we are having like 4 or 5 different things to eat. It's just like perfect hospitality because that's your quality. You like doing it. That's what you would do with the guest. You enjoy doing it. Now, the week after that, you come to Delhi. And now you come to my place. What are you going to expect?
The same thing.
Now, I hate cooking. I find it the biggest waste of time. I feel I can use my time for other things. So I would say, would you like to have a cup of tea? How are you going to feel?
Bad expectations, no?
Why? What were the expectations based on?
Expectations were based on my imagination that you would do this because I did this for you.
You did this for me was from your capacity, your quality of hospitality. It's your quality.
And my
Beautiful.
style.
Your style. This is your comfort zone. You like doing it. So you did it so naturally, so beautifully. But you expected the same from me without knowing what's my capacity. Just because it is your capacity, is it necessary I have to have the same capacity?
Well, the same
For
thing.
me, even to make a cup of tea is a tough job.
So you're going beyond your capacity there.
Yes. But you will say, I did so much for you. And this is not about just food and tea. It's about bigger things in life. I did so much for you. What have you done for me in return? And now I'm upset. So you're setting your expectations from me out of your capacity, not out of my capacity. If you evaluate my capacity and you know that I just can't even go into the kitchen, and then I offer you a cup of tea, you'll say, wow, I was not even expecting tea. Because then you set your expectations according to my capacity, not according to your capacity. And then most important, if you're hurt and you're let down because I didn't make anything nice for you when you came, next month again I come to your place. Now?
My behavior changes.
In
Okay, this
reference
time
to?
no cars, this time no this, no that. I'm very busy. This Sister Shivani, I'm going out, I'm going to Pune, I'm going here and there.
So gone,
Don't even feel like meeting you.
gone is your quality of hospitality. The quality was there. The capacity was there. It was your property.
But it was a nice quality.
It was a lovely quality.
And how do I lose it?
You lost it because you expected the same from me and you didn't get it, so you threw away yours.
Oh, you mean to say everybody doesn't have the same quality, no?
Everyone has a different potential, a different capacity, different comfort zone. Let's say you've done a lot for your family. You do a lot for them. You're just there every time for them. You'll sacrifice your own things and you'll do for them. But now if you expect the same from them, you're going to feel let down.
At least I will not expect something opposite, no, saying that he's ruined the family, he's not done his duty properly, he's not done this, he's not done. Just the opposite is that. What about that?
Beautiful. That's very beautiful. I experienced this one. I was working with a team of people, with some people, and I just thought I was doing everything for them, with them. And I said, I don't expect anything from these people. I'm just going to do. I don't need anything from them. And it's not just physical, it's even subtle. You're just working with them. I said, I don't expect anything from them at all. And I always told myself, I don't expect anything. It's not to them. It's a conversation with myself. And then suddenly, everything backfired. And I had the same team of people united standing against me. Totally backfired. And I was very, very hurt. Very hurt. And then I sit back with myself and I say, okay, I was not expecting anything nice. I was not expecting anything. But I was not expecting this.
Not the opposite.
Not the opposite. And then while I was saying this to myself, I said, even this is an expectation. It's an expectation how I want them to be with me. Okay, don't do something good, but don't do something bad. That's still an expectation. I'm not accepting what they have done because I want them to do in return for what I did. I gave you 5 rupees. Okay, don't give me back anything, but don't steal 10 more. This is what I'm trying to say. But I'm still predicting your behavior. That particular day, I sat back and I said, let me check what does it mean, expectations. It will never work. And now what do I do? And then I sat and I said, forget it, no use doing anything for people. This is how
Anything
they're
for anybody.
Nothing, no use. But then I realized then I'm reducing my own capacity. If I have the potential, why am I giving it up just because a few people behaved in a way which I was not expecting? Why am I reducing my capacity? Because I expected them to at least be on the neutral line. This was also an expectation.
But isn't that normal?
I'm not doing this so that you will do this. I am doing this because I like doing it. I have this much potential. Full stop. Then there is no hurt. And then I'm just working on my capacity, which could be very little now, and I'm going to grow it gradually. But my capacity. Sometimes we try and do things more than our capacity, just to please other people. Even that's uncomfortable, because I'm trying to meet their expectations. It won't work. And then we say, I did so much. What did they do in return? I did because I like doing. Full stop. And while doing it, the first person who got it was me.
And the first person who enjoyed the most was me.
Was me. Full stop. If I can end it there, then there will be no hurt.
It's my choice to do certain things, and this thing and that thing for X, Y, Z, and I've done it.
I've done it. Full stop. Now, it just doesn't matter how they are going to respond back, because that they are going to do according to their comfort zone, their capacity. Let's say you talk very sweetly to me. That's your capacity. That's your sweetness, your humility, your respect. But I'm suffering from depression right now. And then you say, I spoke so nicely to you. Is this the way you talk back? I didn't expect this from you. But you're not understanding my capacity. I'm very, very low right now. Then you say, okay, you didn't talk nicely to me. Next time I'm not even calling up. Giving up our capacity. How many times we're doing this in the whole day? I called her up thrice. She doesn't even call back. Now I'm not calling back. Giving up our qualities and personalities in reference to everyone else around us.
I sent you a nice email, and which meant such good things. At least one word you could have written, thank you.
Your quality is prompt communication, clear, crisp communication. Always in contact. Always updating the other person, always sending nice messages, nice emails, sharing your experiences. That's your quality. Keep growing it. But to expect, I sent, now you should reply back.
At least say received, at least say good or bad, at least do this.
Maybe that's not my quality.
You know something? While talking to you, I've realized that I'm begging. See, suddenly while talking to you, please say thank you, please appreciate, please do this. I'm taking a bowl of, a begging bowl. First I do something nice, which is so royal and nice, and I become a beggar after that.
Instead, just keep sending. Keep sending, keep sending, keep sending unconditionally. Your quality grows, you are empowered, and someday I might just catch that quality and start using it. So you empowered me also, but not expecting from me.
But even if she or he catches or not, doesn't matter. That
it
quality.
Doesn't, but if a quality is sent unconditionally, it works on other people.
You know what happened the other day? We were speaking from last so many days about and talking, doing these things. We were either speaking of peace or expectations and something like that. Last evening, after completing one of your programs, it was very interesting how I brought it into, well, I didn't bring it, it came into my real life. Let me put it that way. Last evening, my daughter called me and she said, Dad, I have just dropped Priyanka, my daughter-in-law, to the airport, and I'm going home, and she's gone to the airport. She's gone to Bangalore to meet her, visit her family. And for a split of a second, earlier it would be for hours, I just thought at least they could have asked me, Dad, can I go to meet my mother and father? I mean, first time she's leaving for her sasural or to her mother's place, and it came for less than a second. I said, peace, okay, man. Why? She is a pure soul with a certain quality, and her husband is there, another pure soul. These two souls decide to do something. Who am I? How does it matter? And after a little while, I got a nice BBM because my phone was probably off the whole day. She said, Dad, I couldn't call you up and I'm leaving so-and-so, this thing. Lots of love. Sent her back a very sweet thing. God bless you. Have a safe flight. Give my love to your family. Thank you.
How simple or difficult was that?
I think I'm proud of myself.
That's all. And this has now increased your inner strength. This has increased your self-confidence, the self-worth that whatever I decide I can do and I can keep myself composed. Now what you did in that few seconds was shifted from expectation to acceptance. This is the skill, you picked it up and you immediately applied it, and now you realize that applying the skill created peace.
And I had a good sound sleep.
Yes.
I could eat my dinner better.
Most important, you sent very good vibrations to her. That 1 hour or few hours which you said I would have otherwise gone on.
Crib, sulk.
Yeah, we think it's only I am cribbing, no one else knows what's going on inside me. Because to her, you may have still spoken very sweetly because it's an important relationship. So you would have said, have a nice flight, take care, say hello to your family. Words would have all been the same, whatever they were now. But thoughts would have been a lot different. And then I would have said, I'm making so much effort on this relationship. Still, it's not getting created the right way. Because I sent all this energy of cribbing and complaining and expectations in the terms of thoughts, not words. And when I evaluate my relationships, it's only words. I spoke so nicely to her. I said, okay, bye, no problem, leave, have a nice flight. But I don't remember what all I sent here. And then whatever I sent here, I'm also going to get it from there, and we're moving away. And these few seconds, you shifted from, the expectation was there. So it came up. Because it's a deep, few seconds. It
Less
will
than
be
a second.
Less than a second.
I said, no,
Perfect.
it's okay.
And this has to just be done a few times because it will pop up, because expectation is a very deep belief system. It will pop up and then finished and pop up and finished and pop up, finished and then not pop
What would I
up.
have done? I would have just said yes only, no?
Yes. But the expectation is not whether yes or no. The expectation is I should have been
head of the
asked.
family,
Yeah.
respect and protocol, decorum, whatever.
They should respect me. What about me respecting them? If
I don't know
accept
about the
them-
other side, but I don't want to be a beggar again. Please respect me, please love me, please ask me, please do things. Nothing happens, fine.
I'm full of it, so I'm giving it.
I'm
Like what
happy.
you said, if there are no expectations, then how will there be relationships? Relationships will be like this.
Better.
In control and accepting. And now, because it's worked once, we know the tool works, we'll try it out again, and very soon it'll be a part of my belief system. Acceptance is natural, not expectation.
After this incident, sister, I don't think I've done something big or whatever I accepted. Nothing at all. But I could have made this into a huge mountain.
But that's what we always do.
But now I feel I've hardly done anything.
Nothing, because this is very natural actually. But when
Okay.
my belief system was that expectation is natural, the thoughts will be different and the destiny will be different, which was that mountain. But now my belief system has changed. Thought is different, destiny is different, and it's feeling comfortable because it's natural. This is natural.
So this kind of an experience, I can use it anywhere, no?
Anywhere.
In the office, at home, with workers, in shooting and place,
Anywhere.
even with, as you said, the cook, the gardener, the staff, everywhere.
Anywhere.
You know?
Which doesn't mean we're not going to tell them what to do, what not to do. But it just means that my happiness is not dependent on predicting their future and then getting hurt if they don't do it. I can just share, this is the way to do things, but I'm going to remain in control either ways.
I'm going to remain in control either ways. Let's do a meditation on this.
Let's sit back and check one of our very deep belief systems. To expect is natural. This is what we always learnt. But let me ask myself, what has been the result? Let me try something new. Everyone is right from their perspective. Everyone has a reason for what they are doing. And everyone is doing the best to their potential. They're doing it from their perspective of being right. Now I have a choice. Let me start accepting them as they are. I can share, I can inspire, I can teach, but my happiness is not dependent on them following it. I am in control because I'm complete and already happy. My happiness is not dependent on their behaviors and performances. Look at all those people on whom we have put pressures of expectations. Let me take them away. Let me be natural, and let me let them be what comes most comfortable to them. This would be the foundation of a pure relationship. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.